Everyone, it's your options guy here. Welcome back to another video. If you're new, welcome. I make daily videos on my portfolio and showcase when I'm up and when I'm down. So let's get into the video. So today it was a pretty big hit with basically my portfolio dropping down almost 16,000 today, about 13, almost 14%. So as you can see here, my overall 1-year chart, I'm still pretty high up, doing pretty well. So let's take a look at what happened today. So if we scroll down here, you can see that overall PLTR, I have all my money in there. I have 6,000 shares. I have a lot of calls and a lot of calls that I'm selling, a lot of calls that I'm buying. Overall, my shares and the calls that I'm buying all went down today. Even though PLTR really just went down $2. $2 is kind of like a lot when you have a lot of shares. So that's why I have this negative 14,000 here and almost negative 5,000 in the calls. On the good side though, I did have some options that I was selling from my last video. I closed that out in the morning because PLTR dropped so low. So I had some covered calls that I was able to make over 1,000 on. I think it was like somewhere around 1,300. And then I opened new ones, and this one, the new ones that I have here up above, it's already 840. I think it's gonna be even more, probably like in the 1,000 range tomorrow. So overall, in terms of covered call premium, I'm expecting somewhere around 3,800 for this week. So yeah, PLTR is dropping a lot, but I don't think it's just PLTR. If we scroll down to my watch list here, overall, ARKW has a very similar chart to PLTR, as you can see here. It's not just those, a lot of other stocks that went down, like, for example, Workday also has a very similar chart. PayPal, Square, Workhorse, even Neo. Fastly just kind of had like more of a steep drop. But yeah, overall, other than Microsoft and Apple, some other mega companies, there was a lot of like downtrend overall. See, even DocuSign. So there was a lot of like 6 to 7% drops across the board in many stocks, not just PLTR. So I'm not too worried as of right now. If PLTR drops to 23, then that's kind of like my danger zone, because I do have some margin and I would probably have to sell these calls right here. That's probably like the worst case scenario. I wouldn't want to do that because I would have to take a small hit, maybe like 9,000, 10,000 hit in having to, or being forced to sell these calls just to avoid a margin call. But I do have some ways around that. If it does come down to getting close to that, my calls here that I'm selling up here would actually give me more premium right here. So I would be able to close these out early and then be able to sell probably some for out in the next week, kind of to like hedge my position more. So for example, let's say tomorrow it either stays the same or drops a little bit more. I can close this one out. It'll probably be around 1,200 or more. And then I would most likely be able to do something like this, where I would say I would trade options for next week, maybe even this week. And I would pick either probably something in the 28 or 28.5 strike price range. Probably 28, depending on like how bad it gets. And then I can sell 60 contracts since I have 6,000 shares. Approximately around 5,000 premium that I would get back. So that would kind of bring down my margin used. So just to avoid having that margin call. Yeah, so that's kind of my plan. If it comes down to that, worst case, I think I would have to sell these calls right here as well, but I would be able to make up a lot of premium by just selling these calls and selling more calls for next week, since I sell a lot of calls throughout the week or every week. So that's kind of my plan. So as of right now, I'm not too worried overall in terms of where the stock price is. If anything, I feel the stock price might go down a little bit more. Maybe there's a lot of rumors going on where this lockup period or lockup expiration is somewhere December 31st. There's a lot of people saying that it's sometime in February or March. I've heard mixed stories, and I've seen kind of mixed signals from both. So just do your own research and double check on the true lockup expiration. I do believe it's sometime towards the next earnings, so I don't think we're in the lockup period yet. It could be we're just seeing some selling off for the year, because I see this chart looks very similar to the ARKW and some other stocks that we're seeing. So that's my analysis. But yeah, anyway, so if you like this video and want to keep seeing how my portfolio is doing, whether it's dropping down even more or if it's coming back up, please give a like, please subscribe, please comment, and I'll see you guys in the next video.